Jubogha was an Igbo ruler in West Africa who had ruled over his people for many years. He was a wealthy king who had many wives, children, and loyal subjects. His kingdom was prosperous and peaceful, and his people loved and respected him. However, the British Empire, which had been expanding its colonial reach across Africa, saw Jubogha's kingdom as a potential source of wealth and power. The British had already established a presence in nearby regions, and they were determined to gain control of Jubogha's kingdom as well. One day, as Jubogha was returning from a hunting trip, he was ambushed by a group of British soldiers who had been sent to kidnap him. The soldiers overpowered Jubogha's guards and took the king captive. Jubogha was taken to a British fort on the coast, where he was held prisoner. He was treated with disrespect and disdain by his captors, who saw him as a savage and a primitive. Jubogha was kept in a small, cramped cell and given little food or water. Despite the terrible conditions of his captivity, Jubogha refused to bow to his captors. He remained proud and defiant, even as he grew weaker and more frail. He missed his wives and children, and he worried about the fate of his kingdom. Meanwhile, back in Jubogha's kingdom, his people were in turmoil. They had heard rumors of their king's capture, and they were outraged and frightened. They had never been conquered before, and they did not know what to do. Eventually, the people of Jubogha's kingdom began to organize a rebellion against the British. Together, they mounted a fierce resistance against the British, determined to free their king and reclaim their sovereignty. The rebellion was long and bloody, but in the end, the people of Jubogha's kingdom emerged victorious. They stormed the British fort where Jubogha was being held, and they rescued their beloved king. Jubogha was weak and frail, but he was still alive, and he was overjoyed to be reunited with his people. From that day on, Jubogha's kingdom was stronger and more united than ever before. They had faced a great threat, but they had prevailed, and they had done so with courage and determination. Jubogha knew that his people would always be there for him, just as he would always be there for them.